nail friends, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in with me today. As you can tell by the title, in today's video I'm going to be testing the 3D fruit nails trend. I did 3D strawberries in my previous video, but this time I'm going to be making limes, so stay tuned for that. I'm starting out by using this green glittery gel polish from Born Pretty. The name of this polish is Glitter Jelly 01. If you love this color like I do, I will put the information below so that you can find it. I also do have a discount code you could use if you want to save a few coins. It is TLNM10, and I will also be posting that information below. I'm fully painting each nail because they are all going to be limes. I do 2 coats of this color. I just need it to be a little darker so that the color will show later on as I apply other colors. I've seen a lot of people do the lemons and orange 3D fruit nail art, but I haven't seen many people do limes. This design actually came right on time because I recently made a drink that I found on TikTok called a creamy Brazilian lemonade, and it was so good. It only takes a few ingredients, and one of them is actually limes, which I think is funny because it's lemonade. But anyways, I'm gonna put the ingredients up on the screen so that you can try it at home. It may also be helpful to have a blender as well if you want to make it. I'll tag the video in the description box if I can find it. If not, I'm sure if you look it up, you can get this step-by-step recipe that way. So right now I'm starting to mimic the peel of the lime, so I'm taking a lighter green and drawing somewhat of a border around the cuticle area of the nail down to the side. I believe the trick with this is to have it a little thicker at the top and thin out the line on the side. Part of me wanted to do this design on almond nails, but my last couple of videos have been on almond nails, so for the sake of a little bit of variety on my channel, that's why I did this design on square nails instead. If you've been subscribed for a while, you may or may not know that I never really used long nail art brushes for my designs. I was always struggling, but I think I finally adjusted to it. It's so much easier to work with, and I think I figured out how to get the brush to go where I wanted, so I'm super happy about that. I feel like it's all in the way that you hold the brush, and so I think I was a little bit timid when I first started off. I wasn't holding it as confidently, but now I hold it much better, and I see a huge improvement with me using the long nail art brushes. If you are familiar with this 3D nail art trend, as far as like fruits, let me know what has been your favorite design so far, if any of them. Honestly, I haven't done very many of them, but I think my favorite has to be the strawberry just because I love strawberries. But I feel like towards the end, I really love this one. But personally, I think strawberry has been my favorite so far. I'm gonna speed through this part because it's kind of repetitive, and I will slow it back down once we get to the next step. So now I've got to paint the white outline of the peel. The white part is basically the inside of the peel, so ultimately it has to be the same process as we did with the green. I just have to go directly up under it. I did find that it was easiest for me to start at the center, at the top of the nail, and then work my way down, because that's where you're going to need the most gel polish at, and so it kind of levels out as you move and work with your brush more. So we've got to divide out the nail. I'm not sure of the technical term for the inside of the lime, but basically we have to create our slices. So I started by adding a dot to the center and divided the nail up into fourths and then split those into halves. Once that's split, I'm going to start creating oval shapes. So I'm drawing my curves and filling in the nails like so. I think if you can make your spaces of white fairly thin, it would look good. Mine, I feel, were too thick, so not a lot of green was showing. So just be mindful of that. As I moved on to the other nails, they did progressively get better. The next step is the 3D portion of the design. This is going to give the nails that texture of a real lime. So very carefully, I'm covering those green openings with rhinestone glue. I am making sure that I cure pretty often while doing this step because I don't want the rhinestone glue to run off or flatten up. Here I'm just showing you how I apply the rhinestone glue. I do add it to the brush rather than putting it on my palette. I feel like I'm going to save a lot of product doing it this way. And it also helps to get a cleaner application when I'm making the 3D nail art. So I would definitely recommend you do it like this. I don't usually do it like this. This is actually my first time, but it definitely helped a lot. Once that part is done, I am top coating these to seal the deal. I'm using this Koopa top coat that I purchased on Amazon. And this is the finished look. Let me know how you guys feel about these below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.